This program on CCS-TV is presented by Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, a community resource.
Welcome to today's conversation on keeping older adults safe from scams and fraud. I'm Walt Laskos. On October 29th and 30th, Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union will be hosting 3 educational forums featuring experts from both national organizations like AARP and also local agencies as well to provide their comments and guidance to older adults, their caregivers, and family members on ways to recognize financial scams, what to do if targeted, and how to stay safe from becoming a victim. Today's program is our way of beginning that conversation. Joining me is someone who you may all know from his role as CEO at Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, John Felton. And also joining me is Darlene Motley, a staff attorney handling consumer protection matters for the Federal Trade Commission's Northeast Regional Office located in New York City. Darlene received her law degree from Brooklyn Law School and has an undergraduate degree from City University of New York, Hunter College. Welcome, Darlene. Welcome, John. Let's begin, John, with you first. Tell us, why is it important for the credit union to be holding these educational forums this coming October?
Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union has positioned itself to be a resource to our community. We offer a wide variety of specialized products to help the members of Chautauqua County, the 10th poorest county in all New York State. We've recognized that many times older Americans, people who may have lost their spouse, somebody who was alone, becomes a victim of fraud. And it keeps me awake at night to think my own mother is 88, and every time the phone rings, it's a nerve-wracking experience because she just doesn't know, is this going to be a scam? Is it going to be something that hurts me?
That's very true. Thank you. And, Darlene, from your role with the Federal Trade Commission, it's a very large organization. It serves millions of people. Give us a perspective of exactly what is the FTC and what does it do?
Sure. So the FTC is an independent federal agency that works to protect consumers by stopping unfair, deceptive, or fraudulent practices in the marketplace. We conduct investigations, sue companies and people that violate the law, develop rules that protect consumers, and educate consumers and small businesses about their rights and responsibilities. The FTC also collects reports on hundreds of consumer issues, such as data security and deceptive advertisement and scams, and makes those reports available to law enforcement agencies worldwide for follow-up. So this issue of scams and consumers losing their money to scammers is extremely important to the FTC's mission and work.
And what are your observations, the trends about financial scams today?
Well, every year, usually in March, the FTC releases its Consumer Sentinel data book for the previous year, which analyzes consumer reports made to the FTC to determine what types of consumer scams are reported by people the most. Based on over 5 million consumer reports in 2023, the top 2 fraud categories reported were identity theft and imposter scams. About 1 in 5 people lost money to an impersonation scam, and in total, people reported losing about $2.7 billion to impersonation scams. Fraud affects every generation differently, but the FTC noticed that consumers of all ages have reported losing money to impersonation scams. In 2023, younger adults reported losing money to fraud more often than older adults, but when people aged 70 plus had a loss, the median loss reported was much higher. For example, for adults aged 20 to 29, the median loss reported was $580, while adults aged 70 to 79 reported a median loss of $804. So it's very important that older adults know how to avoid, spot, and report imposter scams.
And John, why is it important for you as CEO and the credit union to partner with organizations like the FTC to help educate consumers?
I think we've all said it before. The criminals are very smart people, and they work very hard at it. And for somebody here in Chautauqua County to stay on top of all the potential scams, the different styles, is impossible. So to have agencies that focus on this, that collect data, we need their information so we can then train our staff to help the individuals that come into our branches. We're very big on relationships, so we train our staff to talk to the individuals that bank with us. When they bring us a check that's non-characteristic of their account, of their typical transactions, we ask them questions. We make sure that everyone knows we're doing it to protect them. It's not only the financial loss to seniors, it's the mental anguish that they go through once they've determined that they have lost their money. We have to protect them.
And John, are you seeing any members of the credit union reporting that they've been targeted as a scam?
More times than not, it's not that they're reporting it's a scam. They will come in to us and ask us sometimes, and we do assist with that. But the large number of people that have come into us attempting to deposit that fraudulent check, obviously they don't know it's fraudulent. The number of people that aren't even aware that it's a scam, that it's cookie cutter scam, all the steps are very well known by the criminals, and we have to convince the older Americans that this isn't what it seems to be. The fraudsters are very good at recognizing people that are lonely and taking advantage of them.
And Darlene, you know, we hear today about so many people being conned in a scam. What do you see as being the most prevalent?
Well, as mentioned, impersonation scams are very prevalent. The three most common imposter scams are scammers impersonating government agencies, well-known businesses, or computer tech support. While this type of scam is not new, the stories that impersonation scammers are telling are getting more complicated and harder to decipher. These stories include people pretending to be from well-known companies like Amazon or Microsoft, contacting people about a routine matter, someone pretending to be a friend or love interest, or a family member like a grandchild who wants you to help invest your money, or someone pretending to be from the government, including the FTC, who says you need to move your money to protect it. If someone is contacted by a business or friend out of the blue, and that person is asking them to move your money to protect it, then you are communicating with a scammer. This let's move your money to protect it is a relatively new angle scammers are using to try and complicate their stories. No government agency will contact you out of the blue and demand that you move your money to protect it or demand cash or gold bars. Your money is fine where it is, no matter what a scammer may say to scare you. And another prevalent scam that consumers should be aware of, especially older adults, are investment opportunity scams. This scam usually starts with someone contacting you seemingly at random on social media or a platform like WhatsApp or by phone. And they'll say that they have this great investment opportunity for you and they'll help you learn how to invest, or they'll promise you big returns. But there's no investment opportunity and this person's a scammer. So it's very important that people stay alert and know that these calls and these text messages that especially are seemingly at random, that make urgent requests or pretend to be a loved one telling you to keep this urgent issue a secret, this is likely not your family member or friend, and you shouldn't give them money and you shouldn't act on what they're telling you to do.
You know, Darlene, I see reports all the time about victims losing thousands of dollars in scam attempts, that sort of thing. If someone does fall victim to a scam, what do you recommend as the action that they should take?
Unfortunately, if you paid a scammer, your money might be gone already. But the most important thing for a person to do is act quickly and reach out to the company you use to send the money and explain to them that it was fraud and ask that company to help you get your money back. For instance, if you paid a scammer using a credit card, contact your credit card company and report the fraudulent charge. If you paid by bank transfer, you can contact your bank and request that your bank reverse the transaction. If you paid by wire transfer, contact the wire transfer company and request they reverse the transfer. And if you paid by gift card, contact that company that issued the gift card and tell them that it was used in a scam and ask for your money to be refunded. In that case, you should also keep the gift card itself and the gift card receipt that you used. If you paid a scammer using cash, then unfortunately that is money that can't be recovered. In 2023, consumers aged 60 and older reported using a variety of payment methods to pay scammers, such as credit cards, gift cards, in-bank and wire transfers. So it's important to always report to the fraud to the company used to make the payment and see if they can stop that payment and help you get your money back, even though there's no guarantee that they'll be able to do so. And after you contacted that company and asked them to help get your money back, you should always report the scam to local law enforcement.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
At Wegmans, we've packed our fresh and delicious salads with incredible flavor. Each one is made with our very best ingredients, like fresh greens, imported cheeses, and our signature dressings. We've packed big, delicious flavor into every bite for salads that are endlessly good.
What's life like in Chautauqua County? It's where small-town charm meets world-class culture, where your downtime gets an upgrade across miles of lakes, state parks, and vibrant local vineyards, where you can live the high life at a low cost as your dollars go further and your roots grow deeper. Whether you're building a business or advancing your career, settling down or settling up, choose Chautauqua County, where every step you take is toward the life you love. Start your next chapter at livechq.org.
Market value pricing means you save more at Schultz Auto Group. Search for your next vehicle in person or online within our dealer network, now with an even greater selection of EVs. MVP means you'll get the best deals within our market. Schultz brings the showroom to you with optional, personalized virtual walk-around, remote financing, DMV services, and home delivery. 50 years experience with modern customer care. That's why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
Our generation has a choice: turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union recently opened a training center. How do you see that center contributing to the educational well-being of the community?
Walt, I'm proud of you. You're getting closer to Chautauqua than ever before.
Yeah, I am.
So thanks. The training center is an extension of our mission. We're a resource to this community. We wanted to make sure that we had an appropriate space that we could hold sessions like we are. For older Americans. We're going to hold sessions for college funding. We're going to hold sessions on how to build credit, how to rebuild credit. We're offering the training center at almost no cost to all the nonprofits in the area, and it's getting use almost daily. We have some groups up there. So this is just what Southern Chautauqua does. We're not the traditional financial institution that is only interested in your finances. We're interested in your life. We want to raise your standard of living, and we want to protect people from fraud.
And John, training doesn't only extend to the local community, the members of the credit union, consumers locally, but it also involves those who work at the credit union, those who provide the services. Tell us a little bit about the training that your staff receives to help keep older adults safe from scams and fraud.
Yeah, we're blessed. We have a very strong staff that understands our mission and understands the importance of protecting individuals. So it's the core of the training is know your member, know this person that's in front of you. If you don't know them, look at their account. If they're doing a transaction that is not typical, be empowered, be comfortable enough to ask a few questions. First question should be, do you know this person? Have you met them face to face? Second question, does this involve the internet? Did this come out of the blue? And are they asking you to do something urgent? Send the money right away. Those are huge flags that the average consumer doesn't understand, but we ensure our staff does, and we empower them to ask the questions to help protect our members.
And you know, Darlene, a lot of times when you think about this, I've heard older adults express reluctance to report that they've been victimized in a scam. You know, they're embarrassed. They really, because of the money that perhaps that they've lost. What's your advice? What's your counsel to those that might feel reluctant to report that they've been victimized?
Well, anyone can fall victim to a scam, so there's no need to be embarrassed. Scammers are good at what they do, as John said, and convincing people for money. So it's important to report scams to your local law enforcement agency, especially if you lost money or provided your personal information to a scammer, because doing so can help authorities investigate and potentially prosecute your case, and your report can also potentially prevent future scams. You should also report the scam to the FTC. When you report a scam to the FTC uses that information to build cases against scammers, spot trends, and educate the public and share data about what is happening in your community. So if you experience a scam or spotted one, report it to the FTC at reportfraud.ftc.gov or by phone by calling 877-382-4357. If English is not your preferred language, you can still make a report by phone in your preferred language by calling the number previously provided, which to repeat is 877-382-4357. And I also want to briefly mention that identity theft is always a concern for older adults. So if you notice any accounts or credit cards being opened in your name, charges for products you've never purchased, or a tax refund distributed to someone other than you, then you may be a victim of identity theft. To try and keep your information safe, you should regularly review your mail and financial statements, check your credit report every year, protect your Social Security and financial statements, and file your taxes early. And also, if you're a victim of identity theft, you should report that to local law enforcement as well, and also to the FTC to receive help and obtain a recovery plan. You can do so at identitytheft.gov.
Schultz is the place where you can not only find your next new car, you can customize it exactly how you want it. Build a vehicle from one of your favorite brands, secure rebates and incentives, and expect delivery within 6 to 8 weeks. Get the keys to your ride in-store or in your own driveway and enjoy a year of complimentary Schultz Auto Care. Walk in to view our exciting inventory of vehicles arriving daily, or schedule your digital consultation online today to discover why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
We get how uncertain the future is. We've come of age in a complex world, face to face with problems we didn't create. So what's going to happen next? We are. Because our future is the future. The life we have chosen has prepared us for this. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disasters and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
And to begin wrapping up our program, we want to take this opportunity to once again remind all of you watching about the upcoming educational forums at the Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union's Community Training Center on October 29th at 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then again on October 30th at 1:30 p.m. Older adults, their caregivers, and family members are all invited to attend and receive more guidance and information about the various kinds of financial scams taking place today, how to recognize them, and how to stay safe from becoming a victim. There's no charge now to attend. It's free, thanks to John and Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union. But seating is limited, so we do ask that you register by calling Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union at 716-665-7000, extension 1320. Refreshments will be served after each discussion, and when you'll also have an opportunity to chat with John Felton and many of the other experts and community leaders who will be joining us from organizations like the U.S. Secret Service, AARP New York, and law enforcement. And we look forward to having you all join us there at one of these upcoming sessions. John, why do you believe that it's so important for older adults in the community all around you in Lakewood and in Jamestown to make every effort to attend one of these sessions that the credit union is going to be providing?
There is that stigma that if you have been a victim of fraud, that you don't want to admit it. It does happen to everybody. We need to get people together, talk about strategies to protect yourself, talk about how it can happen to anybody and how to regain your identity afterwards or recover from the financial loss. So many older Americans are just devastated mentally because they've been a victim of fraud, and it's not their fault. And we need to let them know that, and we need to help protect them.
And Darlene, from your point of view, what's your thought about older adults making every effort to attend one of these in-person sessions?
I think it's extremely important for older adults to learn about scams and be able to pass on information about scams to others in their community and social circle. When older adults are scammed, they tend to lose more money, and it's very important for them to keep their hard-earned money and to protect their life savings. The FTC needs their help to help spread the word about scams and to talk about, if you spot a scam, talk about it with others. And I encourage them to use and share FTC resources. To stay informed about the latest scams, older adults should sign up for alerts at the ftc.gov/consumer alerts. They can ask a friend or a grandchild to also help them do so. And signing up for those alerts will send email messages to their inbox that inform them about the latest scams and might just help them spot a scam the next time if someone may contact them out the blue or help someone else do so. And it's just important for older adults to learn the common signs of a scam. So any urgent requests, anyone telling them to move money to protect it or send money in a very specific way is something that they need to understand to keep their heads up and be alert and to immediately know this is something I shouldn't be doing and this person might be scamming me. Scammers also ask older adults to keep these scams a secret and to not tell people about the calls they receive. And this is a way of insulating scammers, but it's important for older adults to be able to reach out to a family member, friend, their local credit union, or a small business in their neighborhood and talk about what calls, emails, text messages they're receiving, as doing so can help them protect their money.
And it is so important to do that, because when you think about it, scams today are they're achieving more than, I think the last number I saw was like 20 billion, perhaps, was it the latest report in total scams against older adults and older Americans. And it's just horrific to think that, our grandparents, our elders are losing that kind of life savings. So I think it behooves all of us, particularly younger folks, caregivers, family members, to really care for those that we love and make sure that they do know everything about scams and how to stay safe from becoming a victim. I think that's so very, very important. And John, as a sponsor of the upcoming sessions in October, how do you want viewers to look upon Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union? It's not just about your own members, but it's about the community as well. So is anyone welcome to come into the credit union should they find themselves having questions about a scam, or maybe even, being scammed? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we are a community-based credit union, and whether you bank with us or not is not the deciding factor of who we assist. We're going to help anybody in this community to the fullest extent that we can. Again, we want to impact, we want to empower, and we want to achieve a better lifestyle for everybody in this county. I'm just blessed to be involved in a credit union that has a board of directors that understands the importance of community and allows me to focus on such.
Well, I have to say, Darlene and John, it was great having you today and giving us your time to share perspectives about protecting older adults from financial scams and fraud. It's just so important that we begin the conversation now, get it underway, call awareness to it, so that as we get closer toward the end of October, particularly the 29th and the 30th, we have the in-person sessions where so much can be done, so much content can be given to those who attend to help them stay safe. And what's more, it puts those attendees in a position to be good Samaritans, so that from what they've learned, they then could go out into the community and give what they've learned to others who may be shut in or unable to attend in person. Once again, Darlene and John, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank all of you too for joining us. We hope to see you at the training center at the end of October for those forums on protecting older adults from financial scams and fraud. Have a good day.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
CCS-TV isn't just a television channel. It's a powerful extension of Collaborative Children's Solutions, a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering children with the tools they need to unleash their full potential. Our mission is to spark the flames of passion for broadcasting within the young minds of tomorrow. We believe in providing authentic, hands-on experiences in the field of broadcasting, allowing children to explore their creativity and communication skills in a supportive environment. Tune in to CCS-TV for a unique blend of educational and entertaining content created by the brilliant minds of our young broadcasters. From informative shows to imaginative storytelling, every program is crafted with the intention of fostering curiosity, self-expression, and a love for learning. CCS-TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures. Student interns are welcome. Learn more at ccs-tv.com.
Experience the difference buying your next pre-owned ride at Schultz. Certified technicians ensure our inventory gets up-to-date maintenance. Most purchases include a limited lifetime engine warranty and more. That's why we say you can't beat a Schultz deal.
At Wegmans, we've crafted our new sandwiches with layers and layers of deliciousness. Each one is made fresh with our very best ingredients, like hearty breads made with grains from near our stores, premium cheeses, and freshly carved meats. We've packed big, delicious flavor into every bite for sandwiches that are endlessly good.
This is CCS-TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures.